wanted to share the newest creative adventures in painting and the inspiration behind the upcoming Mermaid Series. The inspiration sparked around the beginning of COVID's 2-week lockdown. That time was very bittersweet because not only was it a scary time, but it was also very much needed time for my soul to rest and recuperate. So much had gone on in just that past year, like the death of my 22-year-old nephew Alec, who was hit by a drunk driver the day after Christmas. He was like a son to me because not only was I his and his sister's auntie, but I was also their live-in nanny while I was attending school to become an art teacher. Also, without knowing it, at the initial start of this project, we'd suffer another major loss of his younger teenage brother and my nephew Nick. Too much heartbreak and loss. For over a decade, I had been running a successful permanent makeup business without taking a vacation. So this forced rest was long overdue. My current career was built on an art foundation. In the beginning, the focus on becoming an art teacher happened because my mother urged me to do something constructive with my college art degree. As a registered nurse who was forced to raise 6 children on her own because my father had died at an early age worried her, she felt that just trying to sell art in Pittsburgh would not be wise nor fruitful, and that I should choose a career that would enable me to sustain my family if I needed to be the sole provider. My teaching certificate, but I felt pulled to use my artistic skills in the beauty service industry. And eventually, I became a master permanent makeup instructor to help other people learn an elevated trade to support themselves and their families. So I'm happy that my teaching career has come full circle. Still, something in me wondered about that road not taken. Like, what if I only focus on creating and selling artwork? With several mandatory weeks off from my non-essential job, I had a chance to do just that. I got to work right away on a few commissions, and I created a series of small paintings of the same flower. They all sold out in a day. This was exciting, so I allowed myself to go deeper. As an empathic, extroverted introvert, it is all too easy for me to hunker down inside to quarantine, to be alone with my thoughts, and to let those thoughts marinate into feelings, to let those feelings translate into images, symbols, and colors. There was so much to think about. I thought about the loss of my young nephews, the state of this crazy world we live in today, the division amongst families, friends, and communities. Trying to make sense of it all became overwhelming. But then I decided I would break this task I designed for myself down into bite-sized pieces starting at the beginning, the introduction to the rest. First, I had to choose a vehicle, a subject matter to drive us through this journey. I chose the mermaid as this vehicle. A mermaid has always represented a deep diving or a deep thinking, and that's exactly what I was prepared to embark on. This idea was solidified when I came across this quote by Anais Nin, attached to a picture of a mermaid. When it comes to my paintings, I usually try to hide or blend one or more images. My style is also very colorful, and as a child of the 90s, usually involves glitter or some sort of shiny metallic paint. But this painting was still going to be my standard trademark style. So at the beginning, I peered into my heart and pulled out the face of someone who is processing deep emotional feelings. As I worked through that process, as if the painting was therapy, it began to change. And change. And change. Just like a mere reflection to what I was thinking and feeling on the inside. As the elements finally arrived at the arrangement on canvas that suited my soul, I thought surely we needed another one, but like a mirror image, not only a reflection, but the perfect bookends for the project it inspired next. As a student, I enjoyed art class the most. I loved that moment when the teacher would demonstrate the new project using samples of previous work for inspiration. I couldn't wait to create something that no one else had thought of yet. Over and over, project after project, year after year, I loved that challenge. I knew in my heart that the whole reason for art class was to learn how to tackle the solution to any problem in a creative way. The perpetual teacher in me challenged myself with another mission. I assigned this project the same vehicle or theme. a mermaid, the same mermaid shape as the foundation on each canvas, and set out to solve this problem in a unique and creative way as many times as I could. This series is still new and very much a work in progress, but I'm excited to fulfill its destiny. Each one of these mermaid paintings will have its own feeling based on real-life experiences. The colors set the mood, the background represents personal challenges, and the items around her represent influences. You're invited to stay tuned for the final presentation containing the entire collection.